Greetings. This is Scholar Saunders Singh. What's current? Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, to all the fathers out there, to all the black fathers out there, to all the black single fathers out there, especially. Today, we're going to talk about it later in the second half of my personal journey as a son of a single black father for 8 years when I was a child. Um, my father took care of my sister and myself all by himself. You know, that was all it. That was all it. Chris Cager, Skyler, yes sir. What's up, Chris Cager? Salute. If you want to ask a question, it's $20, sir. I'm running pockets. First question is $20. Any question after that is totally free. The second half, if I go after the hour, it's completely free after that. But you got to stick around for the hour or come in at after this particular time. But I appreciate you. Thank you for coming in. Did you send your mama flowers? Did you take her out to eat? Did you go to brunch? That's the thing. It's there's a article. It's an op-ed that is tied to this vehicle, to this video. Excuse me, about this woman. She's saying, "Why am I getting thanks on Mother's Day? I'm just doing my job." Basically, she's saying. I mean, I understand what she's saying, but it's very imperative. It's very important to recognize moms on this day. Moms that actually care and give a damn. They actually, want to encourage their children, not just feed, dress, send them to school, and that's part of it. That's obviously a part of nourishment and education, and keep them in line with reality, but to the mothers and the fathers who kids that don't have mothers, they are tasked with bringing to them morality, values, virtues, things like that. Those are the key elements that are instilled in children from a very young age. They have to know from 2 years old onward, the differences between, honesty and virtue and integrity and so many other virtues that go into being a child and going up into adulthood. So this let me see if I can get it. I'm looking for it right now. I'm looking for it right now. Looking for it right now. Her name is Ashley Ostrew. She wrote an essay, and she's saying, "I don't think my kids owe me a thank you on Mother's Day. Everything I do for them is part of being a mom." And to an extent, that's true. That's facts. Foo. F you? Are you saying F me? Chris Cager? Why are you saying F me? He redacted that. That was retracted. But anyway, she's saying, Mother's Day is hyped up. The cards and the flowers and the going out to eat and going for brunch and things like that is totally unnecessary. It's overhyped. It's overblown. It needs to be, I guess, reformed in her house or something like that. But completely overhauled, I guess, because she does have some good points. She's saying, Father's Day. People are like, it's Father's Day. Man. He's the goofy guy that wants to play golf and have a new tie and some armor all for his rims on his car or something like that. It's like it's not serious. It's not that as much thrust behind being a father on Father's Day, unless it's like a black father. And that's something that's interesting. But I always say, my sister and I, we always make sure that my dad is recognized on Mother's Day. We say Happy Mother's Day, Dad. So I'll get more into that in the second half of the show. But what this lady is saying, what Ashley is saying, she's saying, it's a totally different age. It's an age of when Mother's Day was first enacted as a holiday. I don't know if it's a federal holiday. You're not going to be off of work because it's on a Sunday. It's not part of the work week. But it's been recognized as such, I guess it's a observance rather than a holiday. But really, it says, she says that the day seems to perpetuate bad things about being a mother. She's essentially saying that the role of the mother has changed. Back in 1914, the role of the mother was completely different than 2024. Okay, 110 years ago, totally different scene. Mother was, washing things by hand. There was no dishwasher like that. There was no clothes and dryer, and there was, very limited resources. You had to get your own food. You had to cook your own food. It's a totally different world now. Everything is, you can get DoorDash a whole meal for everybody, for a whole household of 6 people and stuff like that, in a matter of a few hours, a few minutes, few hours, under an hour, something like that. I guess it would be, but it's a totally different world. So moms should get the credit in my book. I'm going against most of what Alyssa is saying in her and what she has to say. She's 37 years old. She's a year older than myself. So that's interesting. Pete Pilot. I like how. I like the sarcasm. The sarcasm is strong with Pete Pilot. 110 years ago, things were different. No way. I love the sarcasm. Thank you, sir. I'm just pointing it out. I'm just giving you some people things like, really, things were different. There are people that are really like that. People are thinking that it's the same thing. Going in 24, the same as going into 1914. There are very few people that believe this, but there are people that believe that America, especially the world, has not, or the world and especially America has not changed since then. I mean, that's why I make the case for saying that life isn't short. Life is long. It can be cut short, but it is very long. It's not, but it moves fast. It just moves fast. That's the difference. We got Red Hulk, Green Hulk. Nah, people were calling their Ubers back then. Yeah, calling Ubers. Yeah, a black man like, get on. I'm gonna hop on you, nigger. You're gonna be my ride today. That was the Uber. That some nigger walking in the street, and some white man just points him out and says, "Hey, you nigger, I'm gonna ride on your back, and you're gonna take me to the post office." That was the Uber. A young black buck with a strong back and a white man hanging on his back. Jesus, bro. Yeah, but seriously, that's what it was. I'm sure that happened at least one time in history. It had to have happened more than once, but it happened at least one time, I'm sure. We got Chris Cager. Imagine creating everything to make someone's life easy, then giving them a day to make them feel special. Exactly. That I would say that. I'm with you. Ashley's the one that's against that. She's saying, like, I'm a mom. Yeah, so what? Doesn't matter. I can be a mom, but it's like, I do my job. I do my duty. That's the worst word, one of the worst words in the world. Duty. It's like you have to do something, or else. Who knows what the hell else is? It's bad that happening to any human being. Let's hope things improve for all of us. Absolutely, I agree with you on that, Red Hulk. So, Ashley is, she's mainly stating that, I'll give you a piece of her article. People are shocked when I tell them this. Says that, she says, Mother's Day has always made me uncomfortable. I'm a 37-year-old mom of 2, presumably the target audience for such a holiday. That's interesting. Yet when it rolls around each year, I ask my family for the only thing I ever want on Mother's Day, to skip the whole thing entirely. See? People are shocked when I tell them this. Truthfully, I've always quibbled with the belief that celebrating someone requires overpriced meals or the obligation to purchase yet another landfill-bound tchotchke from Amazon. But on Mother's Day especially, I wonder, what exactly is the point of all this sentimental excess, and just what are we meant to be celebrating? That's what she's wondering. That's what she's asking, to understand. But what I'm saying is, especially single women, single mothers, of multiple kids especially, you know, they have to be celebrated. They have to be, you know, rejoiced. I mean, to an extent. I mean, because it's not an easy task. It's one of the hardest tasks in the world. And Alyssa acknowledges that. You have to do a lot of smart work to do something that's so hard. Because you're not, if you do hard work, that's you bending over rather than using your knees. I'm giving you an example, and pause on that if you want to get, you know, if you have a dirty mind. But I have 0 people watching and 0 likes. I just wanted to let you know that right now. I have 0 people watching and 0 likes. Um, this is a topic, but it's not a trending topic. I think. It's not trending as much. It's not hard. Okay, thank you for my 1 like. I appreciate it. I still have 0 people watching, but it's gonna come up with 1 person watching in the next few seconds. But yeah. So she has she has an aversion to the whole idea of Mother's Day, and it's for reasons she doesn't go into. I don't know about her relationship with her own mother. I don't know about, you know, her relationship with, you know, her siblings and their relationship to their mother. If maybe she was not favored as much as a child, maybe, you know, something like that. But and then when she became a mother, she you know, she just found it as, it's just my duty. I've got to do this. I've got to take care of them. They came out of me. I've got to, you know, hunker down and be for God and country. Like it's really messed up. It's really messy. You know, they get mystical. You know, they start thinking about, you know, how you know, Mary carried Jesus, and he was in her womb from the Holy Spirit. Like, it gets real goofy. It gets very, very, very goofy when you get to the brink of it. Because we already had Easter, and we know how that turned out. And then we have Christmas in the same year, the same calendar year. So it's a weird thing. It's like, we kind of know what happens to him, but then he turns into, he's a baby again? Okay. And then the mother, you know, she has an immaculate conception. You know, that's an immaculate conception. That's, ooh. How is that possible? How? But she's one of the most famous mother figures in all of history, Mary, the mother of Jesus. So it's very distressing in a sense, because mothers can be, you know, horrible. Let's just, like, be honest. Let's just tell that truth. Who's this? Crazy kid? Yeah, he's watching. Yes. Well, you're one of the two. You're one of the two. Tell 2 or 3 other people about me, then we can say, you know, we got people watching. But don't tell 4 people. Just let them wonder who the goofy nigga is with the hat and the black shirt and the gold tie. Who is this goofy nigga? What is he about? She apparently is the family breadwinner. Alyssa, she has a different name. It's Austru. I said Alyssa. Ashley Austru. She says, I also wonder why my kids should thank me on Mother's Day. She helps them with their homework. She packs their lunches. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me today. Packs their lunches. And it said, you know, to me, she said those are standard parts of the job, and they are, but they're vital. They're vital parts of being a mom. I mean, if you're going to be a parent, if you're going to be a mother, and if you're going to be a single father, especially, or, you know, just a responsive and a responsible, you know, father, and the mother's despondent and, you know, uncaring, and there's a little bit of a, you know, distance here, and this is the reason why, you know, there might be a cause for separation or divorce, because she's not caring for the kids. She said, well, you know, pardon the expression, but she said, I shit him out, so I don't have to do nothing, you know. After that, I'm all right. I'm good. I can go get my nails done, get my hair did. I'm all right. I'm good. I'm Gucci. You know, so that's the sad part about some mothers' attitude towards being a mother. That's the sad part about it. but it's apparent. Here's another part from the essay. My kids are wonderful people. They are funny and brilliant and kind. I feel loved and appreciated by them daily, and caring for them is the happiest part of my life. It's also true that motherhood is the hardest thing I've ever done, but that's not because of them. Motherhood is hard because of the conditions in which I have to do it. It's hard because society views domestic labor as women's work and dismisses anything women do as inherently less valuable and less worthy of support. To a degree, that's right, but then again, that's bullshit. Bullshit. I call bullshit because I think women in this day and age are way more expected to be, financiers, to be physicians, to be, biologists, chemists, all these different, fields, not just domestic work. And men, on the opposite, are doing more domestic work. They're the ones that are taking care of the house and taking care of packing lunches and making sure that the clothes are on straight and the kids' hair is brushed and their teeth are brushed and everything is clean and nice and looks right. Oh, this is YHVN30FH77. Okay, haha. All right, there you go. Make sure you tell more people about me. 6 people, but not 7 people. All right. So I just call it bullshit. This is from the 80s. This is going back to 40 years ago, 45 years ago, the 70s, late 70s, early 80s. And working 9 to 5, all that, all that jive. Women going to work wearing the big shoulder pads, looking like linemen and stuff like that back in the 80s. And it just grew and grew in the 90s. 90s, women became CEOs. People were, they were the breadwinners. They were the ones making most of the money. I remember my 8th grade class. There was this guy, this kid. He was talking about my teacher. My teacher was saying how his wife makes more than he, and the student was like, man, the man should be making more than the kid. He was like, what is this, 1970? What, 1960? What is it? That's the teacher, quickly shot back at him because it's the truth. That's a beautiful thing that women are making more money. That's great. I don't see the problem with that. As long as you are the strong-willed man and can control the money and can control where the money goes and know how to use it, then that's the key to a better life. If you are that, I'm not talking about happy wife, happy life bullshit. I'm talking about you knowing your ideas and she knowing who she is too, but you know that you are the dominant figure in the relationship. That's the key. That's the idea. Not like most of these. I have to quote Bill Maher. Bill Maher. He's an interesting figure. But I always thought, he said he was right about one thing. He's like, in commercials and movies and TV, the dad has always played the goofball, the corny guy, the stupid guy, the idiot. He didn't have any sense. That's white or black. It didn't matter. Most except for the black. Black were kind of projected as had some kind of sense, had something in TV shows like I'll say it, the Cosbys, because came to a point where he was a physician at a time, when it was like unheard of. What, a black man, OBGYN? Oh my God, this is radical. This is insane. Then you have something like Family Matters, a police officer, and then you have Fresh Prince. The father's a judge and has buku money. It's just a different way of seeing things. The Cosbys is the greatest sitcom of all time. No, it is not, Charles 13X. It is not. All in the Family is, and also a close second will probably be oh goddamn, I can't think of it right now, but a close second will probably be I can't think. I'll come back to you. But All in the Family is the one. Yes, All in the Family. All in the Family is the greatest. I just saw a clip of it a few weeks ago, and they were talking about how like Jewish people are ready to fight, and it was like, I was like, oh my God, this is This showed the future. This is showing reality. This is showing what's going on right now. And that's how strong and potent that show actually is. Amen is second. Now I know you're trolling. Amen is not second. Holy shit. You are trolling, sir. I don't care. All right, so she continues and says, contrary to the sentiments of on Mother's Day cards, I don't think the demands of motherhood on my labor, on my time, and my body should be unseen for force like gravity. That's I don't agree with the expectation that I should be the one holding everything together. She puts in quotes, quote unquote, or that I should keep giving and giving, or every part of myself all the time until I keel over in a drop off line somewhere. It's like, yeah, all right, I hear you, Ashley, but you know, I really don't really agree with you, because there are too many moms out there that are actually, you know, putting in work as much as you are, Ashley, or maybe even more. And like I said, I agree with parts of your essay, but other parts I have completely disagreement with. Completely disagree with it. Mother's Day is a beautiful day, I think. It's really great. It gives you a chance, you know, some people go to church only on Mother's Day with their mother. It's the only time they ever go to church. Not saying that's a good thing or bad thing. I'm just saying it's a fact. Some people only go to church on Mother's Day. Now, who is it? What is that? Is that to satisfy the mother? They're really an atheist and don't have other reasons for going to church. I have a reason. I'm an atheist, but I go to church because I don't want to go to church. I don't want to let my dad go to church by himself. My stepmom, she goes to a totally different church, our original church, and it's totally different. So that's the reality behind that. Oh, okay. Now he's listing some. Okay. Good Times, 227, the Jeffersons. Maybe the Jeffersons, because that's also in line with All in the Family. They had the Jeffersons. That was the late great God damn it, oh my god, let me look him up because I can't think of his name. Oh god, oh my god, I can't. I'm looking up his name right now. Norman Lear, god damn it. Norman Lear, one of the greatest minds in all television and film. He definitely crafted those, you know, characters and produced those ideas behind those characters so well. He had a keen interest in that. So respect to him. Salute to him. He is no longer with us, as they say. He's 101 and a white man with money. So I can't. When he died, I was like, I can't cry a tear. I can't drop one tear. He was 101, white man in America with money. That just tells you how good a life he had. He had a great life. I said Archie. I said what about Archie Bunker? I said On the Family. What about Archie Bunker? Charles 13X. That's All in the Family. Archie Bunker. And if you want to get goofy, the Goofy shows: Gilligan's Island, Bewitched, I Dream of Jeannie, Three's Company, Small Wonder. You want to get, those are the Goofy shows. Alice, I think, you know, Eat My Grits, all that, you know, that was cool. That was kind of fun, but I don't know. I got 3 people in here with 1 like. What does that tell you? Come on now. Hit that like, strike that like button. Strike the likes. Strike the likes. Pow. Pow, pow. Strike likes. Hit the like button. Strike the like button. So getting back to Mother's Day. Mother's Day, you know, for Ashley is just a little different from me. Just a little different. she has a totally different viewpoint of what mothers were. Like I said, I don't know what her relationship with her mother was. She doesn't go into detail with it. She just explains about her idea of being a 37-year-old mom of two, and how that has affected her, how that has affected her mind. Yes, Mama's Family. That's now we're talking Mama's Family. 4 people in here with 1 like still. 4 people. Hello, 4 people. 1 like. What's going on? Mama's Family better than All in the Family. Oh, now you're sipping something good, aren't you, Charles 13X? I'm not gonna disrespect you, sir, but you're sipping on something good. You're sipping on some Hennessy and some you're sipping Nuvo, aren't you? You went back to 2009, and you're sipping on Nuvo. I don't even think they make Nuvo anymore. Came in that with the pink, the pink looking liquid, pink looking alcohol. Man, what's that blue? What's the blue drink called? What is it called? I can't remember. I can't remember anything today. Hypnotic. Yes. You've been mixing Hennessy with Hypnotic. You've been mixing the Henny with the hippie. Now it looks like blood. You mix the Henny with the hip. It looks like blood now. Oh man. Yeah, that's Thug's Passion. Exactly. I'm off that Josh's one. Yeah, the Thug's Passion is Hypnotic and Hennessy. Yup, looks like blood when you mix it together. Yo, hit that like button. I got 2 likes. I got 3 people in here. I need another like. Make sure you hit that like button. Smash that like button. And share. Don't just like, but share. Share this shit. It's worthy of sharing. Okay? I make good shit. I honestly do. I pride myself in doing research and finding out stories and relating my history and my ideas. I think I do a good job, not a great job. I'm at the point of it's you're doing a good job. I'm not great. I'm not like excellent. I'm not like pissing lightning right now and shitting thunder. I'm not at that point yet. I'm getting there. I'll get there maybe in a few years. But not quite there. Not quite there. Yeah, Thug's Passion. That's funny. So, Alyssa. I keep on saying Alyssa. I'm sorry. That's a Freudian. That's a Freudian slip. That's my name of my first girlfriend, Alyssa. It's a Freudian slip, definitely. So she has a radical viewpoint of Mother's Day. Radical. Completely radical. And you have people like Ayn Rand, who was married but had no children. She said, you know what? Fountainhead's more important, not having kids. Atlas Shrugged's way more important, not having kids. And that was her right. And that was, that should be celebrated. The women who don't have kids. They shouldn't be mocked or looked down upon or cast aside. They should be venerated for doing work, for being a productive being on that level. And the same thing goes for moms. Moms should be looked at as productive beings, not just producing offspring, but doing the daily due diligence that is required to rear children. So that is the key to that. That is the reasoning behind that. She Ashley, I disagree with most of her points, but she does have the case of motherhood down pat. So I give her that credit, and I say Happy Mother's Day to her. Salute. All right, I have to do some commercials, and then we'll come back. All right, my main man Peng has LifeStrongApparel.com. You go there, you can get apparel, you can get different jumpsuits or sweatsuits. You can also get sea moss. Great location for sea moss. You can get fruit infused sea mosses. That's what I have. Next week I'm gonna show it off. The very last bit of it, I'm gonna eat it on air. So that's something you can mark your calendars for. So get ready for that. Be prepared. Peng. It's apparel. It's LifeStrongApparel.com. LifeStrongApparel. Excuse me. I'm gonna say that again. LifeStrongApparel.com. All right. So the next will probably be B Jackson 5478. That's at BEEJACKSON 5478 on YouTube.com. And also tell him that Skylar Saunders sent you. That goofy Skylar Saunders sent you. Let me give you a little brief, background behind him. He has chicken. He's got sardines on the grill. He's talking about near beer, and he has a flair and a sense of humor about all of this. So I appreciate him. So definitely check him out on YouTube. Also subscribe to Spirit Smooth Tunes on YouTube.com. SPIRITSMOOTHTUNES.com. On YouTube.com. Excuse me. So it's all on YouTube. You like Najee, Kim, Sade, Rose Royce, the Gap Band, Peebo Bryson, Whitney Houston, and so much more, and people that are related to these artists. You will enjoy it. You will listen to it. You will tell your significant other. Let's go downstairs. Let's go next to the fire. Let's get some wine going. Let's roll something up. Let's have a good time. Listen to this music. Just put the YouTube on. YouTube and chill. They can make a date out of it. Yeah. All right. So the next is Dot Focus. Twitch.tv/DotFocus. DOTFOCUS. That is underscore. This is one underscore. So twitch.tv/DOTFOCUS underscore. One underscore. And if you listening and viewing public would like to advertise or sponsor on my show, go to SkylerSaunders@gmail.com. That's SkylerSaunders@gmail.com. You can also join Skyler's 100 Club, which is by contributing $100 to the broadcast every month. I would sincerely appreciate it. It's for a good cause. It's all for a good cause. It's all for my bank account. That's the good cause. It's all for my wallet. That's the good cause. It's a very good cause. I'm telling you. It's a very good cause. That's something that I'm very, proud to represent. And you can do so by way of PayPal, which is paypal.me/SKYLERSAUNDERS. Also, Venmo at SKYLERIZED. And my favorite, Cash App, $SKYLERSAUNDERS1. All right. Commercials out of the way. Let me just talk about the greatness of this day. This is a great day for me because I like it because it makes me feel special. Because I had a dad, and I still have a dad, that, is my mom and my dad. He raised me. He raised me to be a man of substance. He raised my sister to be a woman of substance. Pause on that, so slow down. But and then everybody catches it. Always you saying but we're both adults now. But when we were children, he was on his own for 8 years. 8 years. He was a single father. He was a mom and dad. So both days, Mother's Day and Father's Day. And they have jokes. They have jokes like what's the most confusing day in Harlem? Father's Day. They don't say what's the most confusing day in Harlem, Mother's Day. Because everybody was their mama. You live with your mama. They don't say that you live with your papa. They say you live with your mama. That's what they say. That's the difference they say. That's what you hear all the time. So that's why I think this is a special holiday. This is why I disagree with Ashley. She has a different take on the whole holiday, the whole observance. I am very fortunate because there are people in my family that don't know who their daddy is. If they walk down the street and they saw some man, they don't know if that's their dad or not. They would never know. That's a fact. That's real talk. So, I mean, that's the reality that's behind all of this. That's the truth behind all this. That's what people have to realize and understand. That this is real life. This is what is supposed to make you a better person, a virtuous person, a person of morality. That's the difference in all this. You view it like that. You have to see it as such. Because there are millions, there has to be millions, they're not talked about though, of single fathers. What do they do on this day? I hope their kids, if they're of age, at least 7 or 8, they make a little card that says Happy Mother's Day, Daddy, or something like that. That would be amazing. That's amazing. And I'm saying white fathers too, brown fathers, yellow fathers, red fathers, all over the world. Probably there has to be at least a million. Has to be at least maybe 10 million around the world. There's 8 billion people in the earth. There has to be at least 10 million single fathers on Mother's Day. What do they do? How do they feel? What is their life like? If they don't have infant children, what are their children doing for them? Are they taking them out to eat? Are they giving them gifts that aren't like a golf set or a tie or a neck, a tie rack or something like that, or armor all for their rims, like I said before. It's a weird sensibility. It's part of my life. It's part of how I grew up. It's my own understanding of life and what's supposed to be in it. That's just how I see things. That's my understanding. I've always had my dad in my life. He's always been there for me, even when I was not there for him. But he was always there. Every time. Had my back, scolded me, yelled at me, cussed me out. But not cuss me out, but use cuss words around the sentence, But in essence, he's been, there way more than my biological mother. Woof. My biological mother was not mother type. Some women do not. They just don't have it. They don't have that knack, that whatever. I'm not saying in a mystical sense. I'm not saying she wasn't blessed by Jesus to be a mother. She wasn't blessed by the Lord God and all his glory. No. I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that she just did not have the will, I guess. I think that's the proper way of saying it. She did not have the will to be a great mother or even a good mother or even a satisfactory mother. She just barely made satisfaction. She got like a C- D+ out of me for being a mom. She died. She's in the bosom of Abraham. She passed away in 2010. It'll be 14 years in December. I mean, that's just... See, kids, life is short. No. Life is not short. Life is long, but it goes fast. That was 14 years ago, almost. It goes fast, but it's not short. It can go long. Like I said, like John McCain. John McCain was 80 years old when he died. Guess how old his mother was when she died? 107. She outlived her 80-year-old son. So it's very possible that you could have somebody very old, have somebody that is also old, and then have them be... Thank you for the like. I appreciate that. Thank you for the view too. I appreciate that. So you can have someone that's old, and still you're old, and your son or daughter dies, and you outlived them. You outlived how their lifestyle was, and you're over 100 years old. In your right mind. I think she was in her right mind and everything. She just died of, natural causes. Just her body said, I'm done. I'm out here. poof, I'm done. I'm good. And so, that's the idealism that has to go along with this, because that's what people don't understand. I think about children. They don't understand that this is a lifetime thing. On most cases, like I said, I just gave you the McCain, example. This isn't just, oh, look at the little baby, oh my God. No, that little baby is a 90-year-old man one day. And you could be 110 years old and outlive him. That's life. That's how life can work. It is possible for that to happen. I just gave you a real life example with John McCain and his mother. That's facts. That's reality. And people don't take it. I don't think people take it seriously. That's why I do represent for all the fathers, especially the single fathers who take up the strength of being, a man of substance, and say, look, I'm gonna raise these kids. I'm not gonna worry about her. She can do her own thing. I got the rights, not the rights. What are they called? The custody. I had the custody of these kids. Salute. Salute Baja Jackson. All right, all right. So that's hold on, hold the phone. Seventh. I'm gonna try to do the math on that. Oh my God. Okay, I can't do the math. So I'm gonna do it like this. I can't do the math. I'm gonna use a calculator. Can't use the brain this time. 160 minus 7. So $152.02 to go. Because of thank you to Baja Jackson. Salute to him. He's a strong supporter. Always got my back. He's starting off my week already strong. I'm feeling some type of way about my Knicks, but that's a totally different story. I'm about to get into that after this. I'm going to get into my shorts, and we're going to talk about it. But we're talking about mothers right now, fathers. Fathers on Mother's Day. Single fathers. What are they? Single black fathers in America on Mother's Day. Where are they? How many of them are there? Where do they exist? Do they exist in the numbers that I say? There has to be at least 10 across the whole nation. I mean, there's probably more, I'm sure, but I don't even know how to calculate it. But there has to be a good number of strong black men who said, you know what, I got custody of these kids. Yeah, she can see them every other weekend. Yeah, they can go over there every summer, but I have custody. I have control over the situation. That's what the judge said. That's what she said. That's what he said. So I'm gonna take my own sense of self, my own ability, and be who I'm supposed to be. A great father, somebody that has an authority, somebody that has greater understanding of what is supposed to be done to raise these kids. Is that why you still live with your parents? Yes, that's part of the reason why I live. But the real reason I live with my parents is because my dad is my caregiver. He's not just my dad; he's my caregiver. He has to monitor the drug intake that I have every day. I take pills. I take mad pills, all for the psych. I'm crazy. Ooh. I mean, professionally, I have bipolar disorder. Legally, I think I'm insane. Socially, I'm just crazy as cat shit. I think that's the basis of what I am right now. Just to tell you the truth. But that's a good question though. Merca. Is it or Mecca? Excuse me, Mecca. I thought it was an R. Mecca. Yeah. So I just thanked my dad. I thanked him today. I gave we went out. We got something to eat. We got some Chipotle because he likes Chipotle. We didn't do anything big. I could have. I got it. Got a little something thanks to y'all. I appreciate it. It comes to my bank account. So I appreciate what y'all do. So thank you very much. But I didn't even have to do too much. I relied on my my VUB benefits this time. And so we just went to Chipotle. I got a burrito. He got a bowl. and we just enjoyed it. We just had a good time, and my stepmom had a card. You know, salute the stepmoms too, because that's usually that's a whole nother show. But I can delve into that really quick. Stepmoms are great because they're just like a spare tire almost. Like, you know, after the mom, you know, the mom is not that great. You know, so you put on, you know, a spare tire, and she's great. She'll get you there. She'll get you to the next spot. You know. And then she becomes a new tire. She becomes the real tire, a replacement tire. That's the beauty of this system. When you have people like a black man who has been dejected, has been castigated, who's been frowned upon, who's been taken and literally beaten upon and life shattered and everything, but still the resilience of the black man in America, the FBA especially, is such, you know, that it surpasses all understanding on that level. All right, we got Emerson West 1888 SB High Sky Law with an A. Salute to you, whoever you are, and it's an E, SKYLER. You have a long ass name, so I'm gonna just call you Emerson. Chris Cager. I wonder if we gonna have a happy child support day. I like revolutionary ideas like that. A national child support day, where you just celebrate people that get child support. Is that what you're saying? Because that's what I'm thinking of. People that get, you know, that child support, and then they get the percentage of whatever they make, like Paul McCartney's children, and, you know, Eddie Murphy's child, and you know, I'm just thinking about random celebrities, but you know, it just. And there's recent ones I'm not even thinking of. There's a really obvious one, you know. Everybody just start saying names of people that are paying, you know, huge big, you know, numbers in custody battles and stuff like that, and child support, because that's something I think is interesting. I apologize. It's okay. It's all right. Oh, I'm about to. You're about to cam up. You're about to cam up with Star. Is he on right now, Mr. Choice Terrain? Yes, Tyrese. Thank you. Is he paying like 8,000, 10,000 a month or something crazy? He got to do like 12 more Fast and Furious movies. he got to do at least another. It's got to be what are they on, 10 now? Furious 10. We gotta be on Furious 30 by now. We gotta be, you know what I mean? He's gonna be asking, can we at least do Furious 30? Please let me do Furious 30. That's all I'm asking for. I just need to get this child support done. We can do Furious 30. We can do car races on the moon. I don't care what we gotta do. Just make sure we get this money. Nas is paying Khalees? Is that true? Charles 13X? Is that true? Yeah. The artist formerly known as Kanye West. Yeah, he's paying something probably a pretty penny to Kim. Yeah, I can see that happening. Yeah. That's a good recent one. I don't know the exact extent of that though. Let me see, Kanye. Okay, here we go. Listen to this. Kim Kardashian and Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, have settled their divorce nearly 2 years after announcing their split. And West is set to pay $200,000 per month in child support to his ex-wife, according to court documents filed today. This was 2 years ago. Crazy. That takes the cake. Literally, they're taking the cake. And I'm thinking about Dame Dash. Dame Dash is another one. Dame Dash, of course. I had a big payday with him. Gave me my 6,000 views. That was the highest views I ever had. He's definitely paying, you know, child support, paying custody support. Or not custody support, you know what I mean? Custody, you know, wagering over having the custody. It's goofy. It's Goofy Gang. Kevin Costner, 129,755 per month to 3 children with his ex Christine Balmer. I think that says Baumgartner. Alex Rodriguez, $115,000 per month for two daughters. Excuse me, with Cynthia Skirtis Donald Trump, $50,000 annually. Wow. Halle Berry paying old child support. Whoa, Halle Berry. That's real talk. Let's talk about the women. Let's talk about the women, the mothers that pay child support. How about that? To the single, especially to single black men. How about that? Just put that in your mind. Don't let the mind, the mind be muddled by society and be brain sullied. I don't like brainwash. Brainwash means you have a clean mind. That's what brainwash means. Brain sullied means you have a dirty mind and you don't think clearly. But if you have a brain, sullied mind, you don't think things through. You don't think things clearly at all. So I would say that's amazing. But just imagine that. How many black men in America, foundational black Americans, men who get child support from their once wife? Can I even research that? Let me see if I can even research that. See, they're saying pay child support. I'm saying receive child support. It's even suggesting that I say this. It's not listening at all. They're saying, do black men go to jail for non-payment of child support? Why do some African American men abandon their children? Why do so many black men have children without marriage? Around 75% of black American families do not have. I guess you can look at my dad and my situation. We're unicorns. We're freaking unicorns in this. We didn't have to worry about that. My dad didn't pay a dime in custody and child support. My mom actually paid in child support. That's facts. How many other instances is that? How many other people get that situation? And that's the thing. It's like my dad. Yes, my dad fed me, clothed me, always had a roof over my head. I always had, when I was younger, I had toys. I had, more stuff than I could afford. That I could afford as a child. But he could get it. He worked. And if just in the case I couldn't get it, my grandparents stepped in. Everybody became an ability. I don't like the village raises a child. No, it's still the individual. My dad still had to do it. Still, the individual has to raise a child. All right, so Charles 13. Okay. Dollar Bill says Wendy Williams had to pay a lot of money too. I didn't know that. I didn't even know she had. I didn't realize she had that many kids. I didn't realize that, but I can see that. I can understand it. But I'm just fortunate. I'm very fortunate to have a great father who to this day is a support system for me. Somebody that has always I could count on no matter what. I just think it's cool. I just think it's really cool. The fact that I can say my dad is not a deadbeat dad, and not somebody I never knew, I never met. He walked out on the family. I never can say that. I can never say that. I think that's a beautiful thing to be in America and have a father, a black father, a foundational black father, born in this country. Have 2 children that he took care of for 8 years all by himself. Then he got married, and then my stepmom stepped in, and she was like kind of like the vice president. Of the issue. You don't really see him that much. When you see him, it's like, oh, that's nice. Isn't that nice? Look at the vice president. I guess they do some work, but we don't really see him that much. but she's still important. That's the thing. It's like the vice president's still important, But I just think that's an amazing thing to deal with. It's an amazing kind of understanding. It's a beautiful situation that I'm in right now. I still am attached to my father. We still have a good, we still have a good relationship. We don't have to worry about being, at each other's throats or, terrorizing each other or anything like that. He's not in jail. He's never been to jail. He's never been locked up. He's never been to prison or anything like that. I mean, I know some people are, and I would imagine that some people that get out of prison, they may be able to readjust and even flourish after you're spending some time and then become a great dad, with a spouse or without a spouse, just to give you an example. But like I said, I'm just fortunate. I'm just very fortunate enough to be that way. So, I don't agree with Ashley. She didn't have anything to say about black men in America who are strong and thoughtful and intellectual and capable of rearing children, not just sending them to school, which is important, getting an education, not just giving them their peas and carrots, which is nourishment, which is great, that's wonderful, but about telling them about honesty and integrity and pride and having productiveness and having all these different things that are very important, all these different virtues that are extremely important to realize. Some people just take that for granted. Some people just, say, "Oh well, you should just have morality anyway." Well, who needs morality? Oh, well, and it's crying, whine over the same thing over every time. I don't think it's an issue really. I don't think it's an issue, especially with my dad. My dad never really complained. Never heard him really complain ever about like, oh, it sucks being a dad, a single parent dad. Oh my God, this is terrible. I hate doing this. Everything I gotta do this. And then I never heard him complain like that. Never, not once, not once. It's amazing to even realize that, to realize the fact that he's always gonna be there for me and always be somebody that I can lean on and somebody that I can trust with my you know some of my ideas and some of my thoughts, and I won't be ridiculed or mocked or anything like that. That's very empowering. I think a lot of kids may not have that. I remember when I was a kid. I remember when I was younger. There was a kid they used to say, there's a Greek kid. They call Nick. Nick. He was well, I'll just call him Nick. He was like, "Yeah, your dad is cool." I was just like, "Yeah, I know. I know my dad is cool. He's pretty cool." Yeah. He was just out. We were just out in front of our house playing basketball, and my dad came home. And he just like had a stroll about him that just said he was like really a cool guy, and I just agree. I wholeheartedly agree. Mr. Rip Van Winkle's in here. Happy Mother's Day, Sky. So, why are you telling me Happy Mother's Day? I'm not a mother or father. I don't have any biological kids. I have like 2 or 3 non-biological kids, and the rest of y'all are all my sons and my daughters. Y'all can, I guess I can have a lot of non-biological kids. All right, we're coming up on the hour. Should I continue? Does anybody else want to see any more? So I'm about to do a short on the Knicks. I'm not going to get into them. I already, that's so easy. Everybody wants to say, oh my God, how could they falter so hard? Oh, how did they get blown out? What is it? Get blown out by 32 points. God damn. That was crazy, right? But I'm not gonna get into it like that. You'll see. You'll understand where I'm coming from. You'll understand what I'm saying. So let that just be a lesson. So all right, I'm coming up on an hour. If I don't get at least 10 views and at least 8 likes within the next 2-3 seconds, I'm out of here. Within the next minute. Within the next minute, I want to have at least 7 more views or viewers and at least 5 more likes. I need 10 and 10. 10 viewers and 10 likes. If I don't get that, it's a wrap. I'm out of here for this. And you can go to my short. Oh, that's one more. Got one more. Can I get 5? Let me see if I can get 5 within the next 20 seconds or so. Salute. All right, we got Black Cuddy in here. Salute, sir. Salute. Black Cuddy's always a great supporter. Greg S. Oh my God, yo. All right, so it's getting serious now. Now y'all want to get serious. Now y'all trying to get serious. I'll stay for a little while then. I'll stay for about a minute or 2 more, and just talk bullshit. I can't talk about the Knicks right now. I'll talk about them in my short though. Happy Mother's Day to all the mammies. Yeah, all the mammies. All the mammies. You stay at your mammy house and keep a smart mouth. Now, who said that? Who said that? Anybody know that? Stay at your mammy house and keep a smart mouth. Anybody remember that? That's a classic. That's a hip-hop classic. Stay at your mammy house and keep a smart mouth. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. All right, who's this? Greg S. Yes, Project Pat. I wish I could give you a gift. I don't know what to give you, though. I might give you some kind of private video of me that was public. Not saying some, private video of myself or something like that. Technically it's of myself, but something, nothing crazy. A private video on YouTube that I'll make just for you, just for people that make the right choice, select the right choices. Salute to all those mothers that locked up in jail. Yes, that's a fact. You blessed any single mothers with ones today? No, I did not. No, did not go to the club. Didn't go to the club. Didn't, Black Cuddy's got a point though. But salute to all the single fathers that may have lost their children because they got caught up into the system. They were and then they're innocent. If they're innocent and they got caught up in the system and they lost their children, that's a serious, sad crime. And I hope DNA and the Innocence Project will overturn that, and they'll be freed. Okay, so I got 8 likes. I need 2 more likes. 5. Okay, now 6 more. 6 more viewers. Give me at least 6 more viewers. Just tell 6 other people, but don't tell 7. That I'm here and I'm live. Salute to the jailbird broad with musty coochie. Yeah, salute to them. Salute Malik. Salute. That's money right there. That's the money man. I get money because of him. I got money already tonight. I got $7.38. Not mad at that. Is the lowest crime in U.S. on Mother's Day? That seems hateful. That seems like you're doing a joke right now. I need 3 more. Give me 3 more. Just give me 3 more. Viewers. 3 more viewers. 3 more viewers. All right, now it's back to 5. Yeah, 5 more viewers. 5 more viewers. Those people who lost their mother. Yeah. Facts. Black Cuddy's, taking it seriously. I've been playing this whole time though, but I've been a little serious. Probably not. I don't think criminal ninjas really care. Even to say care. I understand. I understand what you're trying to say. Even to say care. But yeah. So yeah. Definitely to the people that lost their mothers. Like I lost my mom. I was like, she really wasn't there for me. She didn't really have that motherly. I'm not gonna say it's a gene, but I just say it metaphorically. She didn't have that motherly sensibility. She didn't have that sense to be a mom. Completely. I have to give her some credit for having, instilled in me, the ideas of being honest, of being true. And if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be doing 25 to life right now because of robbery and probably somebody getting killed. I was stealing. I told the story tons of times, but I was stealing before, and I got to a point where I had to stop because that was 25 years ago, and it would have progressed. I'd have been in my teens. I'd have been in and out of foster homes and detention centers and stuff like that, and probably ended up in jail and in prison for a stretch. So salute to my mom at least for that. But otherwise, she wasn't that great of a mom. Sky was thugging and bugging. Yeah, I was. And then I snitched on this white boy, and that was it. Telling you, snitches get riches. Snitch. If you have to snitch, snitch. Get out of trouble. It's the easiest way to get out of trouble. Just snitch on him. She wanted to know. I was like, man, I'm going to just coast. She's not going to ask me who it was I was with. I'm going to just coast. It's going to be good. And then she turned around, well, who were you stealing with? I was like, oh, damn, shit. Now I got to snitch. So I snitched on this white boy. Y'all know the story. Snitched on this white boy, went to his house. My mom drove to his house. I remember the shirt she was wearing. It was like crabs and beer or something like that. It was crazy. And then his mom was like, but we were stealing one of these the little caps on, the valves to put the air in the tire. And we were just stealing them. And they were chrome. They weren't like the regular black tops. They were chrome. And we were just putting them on our bikes and everything. She was just like, what is that? And I was like, but his mom, I'll just say Timmy's mom, she was like, oh, I remember I saw these in the laundry. I was wondering what these were. I was like, we are so cooked. It's so bad. But he wasn't even mad. He was kind of relieved. We still hung out for a little while, and then we went our separate ways. But that's what it was. When did you start watching Star Report? Oh my God, when it started. I mean, it was a transition. It started. You want to go back further in that? I have to go back to Star Chamber. Then I have to go to Star in the Morning. Then I have to go to Star. What the hell was it called? Star Live and Direct. Then I have to go back to Star Buckwild in the Morning. So, and that's going back almost 19, 20 years. Almost 19. It'll be 19. It's been 19 years. It'll be 20 years next year. So, however far you want to go back, Greg S. 2 more. Both. 2 more viewers, 2 more likes, and I'm out of here. Just give me 2 more viewers and 2 more likes, and we're good. It's a wrap. Case closed. I had a great time. We're having a party in here. We're having a good time. It's back down to 3. Somebody didn't like what I said. It's down to 3 likes. It was up to 8. Maybe that was 6. I can't tell. Maybe, I could be wrong. Now it's back to 8. Okay, salute. Yeah, so when did you first start watching the Star Report, Greg S? Or do you go back to the Star and Buckwild days? I go back. I can go back. I'm an old man. I'm in my rocking chair. Yeah. See, I tell you them boys, yeah, it was 2 of them. But Buckwild wasn't really there. It was this another kid named Killer Kaheem. See? And he was on the microphone. I tell you, and there was this guy named Crossover Negro Reese. And there was this woman, this little spark plug named White Trash Helene. She had the craziest laugh, but it was beautiful at the same time. All right, so I need 1 more like. 1 more like and 4 views. If I can get 1 more like, I'm out of here. Me only in 2013. So that was like Live and Direct, I think. That was either Live and Direct or Star Chamber. I think. I could be wrong. But I think it was Star Chamber at that time. I was riding with Star then too. Yeah, I don't go back. Some people go way back. Some people go back to Hot 97. I don't go back that far. I remember the broadcast though. I remember the broadcast clearly. 1 more for the like, and I'm out of here. 2 more for the viewers, and I'm out of here. All right. Anyway, I remember hearing on the radio, they're like Shock Jock, star and Buck Wild, has been talking about Aaliyah, or not talking about, played sound effects about her crash, and I was like, man, that's awful. That's terrible. How could he do that? I was just like, ugh, you can't do that. That's wrong. I was in another zone because that was the Jesus in me. That was the God in me. Okay, it doesn't look like we're gonna get to 10 because it's back to 4, 4 viewers right now. But I can get to 10 likes. If I get to 10 likes, I'm out here. But you know that was a lot of things going on. He got another like, then he gonna drop us like, Mammy drops a job. There it is, 10 likes. It's The Rock. All right, I appreciate y'all. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you. If you are a mother, or if you are a father, or if you are somebody that takes care of younger children or older children, whoever it may be, I salute you. Thank you very much for who you are this Mother's Day. Especially single black fathers, you need more attention, you need more support. Because I know by firsthand that it is possible to be a great dad and be wonderful. So I appreciate you. Happy Mother's Day. I'm out of here. Take care.